What's up, YouTube fans? Today we're going to take a look at the Transformers Kingdom Rattrap. This is from Beast Wars. I have not reviewed anything from Beast Wars so far in my YouTube career, and I decided to take a look at these Kingdom figures because I just like the way they look. Some of them look a lot better than the animal modes look better than what I was expecting. So I wanted to start. This one just happened to come first. I don't have any others. This is literally the first figure ever reviewed on my channel. Also, the other ones are just, they haven't come out yet. So I got this from Amazon. If you're curious, Amazon did ship this to me somewhat early. I don't know if this is early or not, but let's take a quick 360. It does really look like the character from the cartoon. Here's the back. There is some kibble on the back, but overall he looks a lot like his cartoon. This guy is really tiny. This is a core class figure, so just for a sense of size, it is 3.5 inches to the top of his head. Very tiny. Give you a sense of scale. There he is with the Earthrise Optimus. He is a lot smaller, but it's a core class, right? So this was only $10. $10. And that made me think, this can't be good. How could this be good for $10? But a little bit of spoiler alert, this is actually worth $10. Well worth $10. So let's take a look at him. Here's the detail. Here, let's zoom out a little bit so I can get on the face. There's that face head sculpt. Looks really nice. You got that brain on the top. You've got the red eyes and mouth. Very good looking compared to the Rattrap from the cartoon. Here's the mouse head on the chest. That looks really rat. I guess a rat head. And yeah, it looks really nice. Got some details, some paint details here. You've got the tiniest logo on the arms, which is interesting. That kind of gives away maybe his faction is not Autobot? I don't know, because it looks like a little beast or something. We'll find out more when we see the cartoon. Right now, they haven't released the cartoon yet, but on Netflix. Maybe that's the maximal symbol. I'm not familiar. It's really so small, it's hard for me to see. So pretty good overall. Let's go over articulation. The head does rotate around. It's not on a ball joint. It's just on a mushroom peg. The arms rotate all the way up on a ball joint here, so you can get it out to the side, up this way, really whatever you need there. It is on this joint here, but that's for transformation, so you kind of got to hold it in place. The elbow is on a ball joint, so you can get that in all directions. It gets a little past 90 degrees. Nothing at the hands. No waist articulation, unfortunately. I mean, again, this is a core class. It's the tiniest of figures. The legs do go up to there, back to there, and out to there, all in a ball joint. You have a double jointed knee due to the transformation. Gets you well past, full motion there. Rotation at the thigh, and a rotation at the knee, and a rotation at the foot. So everything you need. You do have that flesh-colored foot there. Those are on ball joints, so it does give you ankle tilt and rocker. So everything you would need on this tiniest of figures. He does come with a accessory. It's this gun. Unpainted, but it's tiny. You can put that in his hand, and he looks good with that. I don't know if that's show accurate. I'd have to go look at an image, but looks good enough. Now let's get this guy transformed into his rat mode or beast mode. Pretty easy transformation. Go ahead. You can take the backpack off. You can see it's pegged in right there. Flip the tail around, and then take the entire backpack, and you can accordion that away from the back, like so. Go ahead and take the head, turn that around. You can see you've got the rat color on the back of the head. Rotate the head around and put that in there, and you can see that this back is going to fit on top and basically cover up and attach that head. Okay, now we can take care of all this. So go ahead and rotate the arms at the shoulder so that this slot is facing downwards, and the reason you want that is because it's going to tab in right there. Let's go ahead and tab that in. Leave that down there. Same thing on this side. Rotate that and then tab that in. Okay. Now we can take the backpack and just push that downwards. We're going to take all of this and just leave the legs out for now. We're going to take all of this and that's going to fold in and fold in. So that makes the sides of the rat. Make sure you have these arms folded down. The slots are going to peg in on the back here. So go ahead and do that. Peg those in. Same on this side. Peg that in. And it should bring his whole body together. Like so. Okay. Now we'll take these back legs. These are sides of the thighs are going to peg into here. So go ahead and do that. And then you're going to kind of take this leg apart. You can see it separates at the knee. And that's going to go up to here. Then you're going to rotate. You have to hold here and then you're going to rotate the foot to the front. And just make sure it's laying flat. All right, same on this side. Go ahead and peg this thigh into the side. Take this and peg that into here and then rotate the foot. Okay, and make that nice and flat. And there you have Rattrap all transformed up into his beast mode. And it looks really pretty good. It's pretty impressive. Again, core class, it's tiny, it fits in the palm of your hand. I did show this to my wife and my daughter, and they both said, ew, it's gross. Actually, my daughter liked it, but my wife said it was disgusting. Because it does really look like a rat, which is very different from the cartoon. The cartoon was much more CG looking, so the Beast Wars, the MP Beast Wars look a lot more CG. They don't look like real animals. They look like robot animals that are, from a cartoon. This looks more like an actual rat. And I think that's what they're going for with this Beast Wars line, this Kingdom line. And I actually kind of like that. I know a lot of Beast Wars fans might not like that because it's not accurate to the original cartoon. Maybe it'll be more accurate to the Kingdom cartoon, but I think it's a good looking, rat. There isn't a lot of articulation in this mode. You can't articulate these feet back and forth a little bit, but the front feet don't move. Nothing really moves in this. You can take the gun, and it does peg into his side. So there's a little peg right there. You can peg that into the side of his back leg. And there you go. There he is with the gun on his side. But overall, really nice looking rat mode, beast mode. Here's the bottom. Here's the face. Good looking face. And for quick size comparison, there he is next to the Earthrise runabout. I don't know. Scale. We obviously can't scale these things together. They're totally different lines and totally different things. But they are going to appear probably in the same show. So I don't know. But there he is. All right, now let's get him back into his robot mode. Go ahead and take the gun off of his leg here. You can start by pulling these legs out and away from there, and you can basically just stand them back up. The knees do sort of lock in, so you kind of have to rotate the knees so that the leg is all facing the front, so you have the holes facing the back, and then rotate the feet so those are also facing the front. Go ahead and take this back part off. Now it's just pegged into here. And you can lift up these parts here on the side. And then you can take these arms, unpeg them from the bottom, rotate those around. And those are going to sit like that. Go ahead and take the backpack, open that up a little bit, flip his head down. This is on a ratchet, by the way, which is interesting. Rotate this around. And there's his head, and then you're going to take his entire backpack. That's going to accordion upwards onto his back like that. And then take this tail, flip the tail around. So you've got this peg on the front. And that's going to peg into his backpack. Make sure you have everything configured. I think I have the legs backwards here. Move those to the front. And there we have Rattrap back in his robot mode. I'm really surprised. I didn't think I would like this thing at the price of $10, core class being really small. I thought, it's going to be cheap, it's going to be junky, it's not going to feel good, or it's just going to have a bunch of kibble. It does have kibble, but it's also very accurate to the cartoon. And it's really good. For the price that I paid, $10, it was really worth $10. It is. The backpack, you know, there's a little bit of kibble on there, but I think in Beast Wars, you tend to have a lot more of that. I am not a Beast Wars fan. I don't really care for the characters or the storyline. My buddies, T-Man and 978 and Pig for Life have tried to get me into the show, but I just can't get into the show. But regardless, I think this is a really cool release. It's going to fit in very well with the rest of the Beast Wars characters that they're releasing. So that's exciting, especially for Beast Wars fans. They're going to be excited to get, you know, all these characters again in a modern day, you know, look. So highly recommend it if you do like Beast Wars. If you're planning to get the rest of the Beast Wars figures from the Kingdom line, then definitely pick this up because it's going to fit right into those. I haven't decided yet whether I'm going to keep these Kingdom figures yet, but for now, I'm going to hold on to this guy, and he'll be part of that collection until we make a decision. So thanks for watching. That's really it for today, and we'll see you next time.